Hi, my name is Marika Kelly, and I will be doing my Danger of a Single Story presentation on the news media. Growing up in my home, my parents would always watch the news, whether it be morning or night. I can remember the news reporters talking of all the bad that was happening in the world, whether it be robberies, shootings, murders, theft, beatings, and so many more. I never thought that there could be any good in this world. I was always taught to be cautious of the people that I was around. You never know what could happen, my mother would remind me. She would say, "Remember what we saw on the news last night? You never know, that could be you." As I got older, I still kind of thought that the world was full of dangerous people because of what was being displayed in front of me by the news. But as I got older and more independent, I realized that it is not all bad. People are kind, most are honest and helpful. As I work in the public as a cashier, people would always ask, "Did you ring this up?" Or, "That price sounds a little low for what I got." I reassure them that I did get everything and that I thank them for being honest. Sure, there are still some people in this world who are still bad, but if we only go by what we see on the news and the one side of that story, we will never know the good that could be out here. One thing this semester that has broadened my understanding of a certain group or people is the reader response dystopia criticism. It has taught me to look closer, not just to focus on the outside. You may have to dig a little deeper to see more of the story instead of just the one side. A text that has taught me this is The Ascendant by Ron Rash. In this story, there is a little boy who he feels kind of lost and forgotten, maybe even a little abandoned. He wanders off into the woods, and while he is wandering off into these woods, he is fantasizing about a better life for himself. He finds this plane that has crashed, and when he kind of hesitates at first to look inside of the plane. He doesn't really know what he is going to be seeing. But when he goes inside, he finds the dead people who have died in this plane. One of these people have a ring on their finger, and I don't know why he was so fascinated or interested in this ring, but he was, and he took the ring, and he took it home with him. When he goes back home, his parents ask him about this ring, and this story, it's taken place around Christmas time. So they're talking about Christmas presents and what they're wanting, and when he comes home with this ring, it's kind of like a surprise to them. It's out of the ordinary. They're asking him where he found it and all this. After his parents get done asking him about this, Jared, he wanders back off to the woods eventually. And this is near to the end, because at the end of the story, Jared goes back to the plane and he stays in the plane until he starves and dies. Now, I had to reread this story to really understand the meaning behind it. And Jared, he felt hopeless on the inside. It did not seem like it on the outside, but he felt kind of distant from others. So in summary, if we go by the news is one single story of people, no one would know the good in people or know the story behind people and how good they could actually be. Thank you for watching this video.